Here we go. Episode 56 of the kPodcast. And tonight we got a fellow Knight in the building. Started up the UCF Skate Club, and I just randomly stumbled upon the Instagram page basically and just figured I'd reach out. So I appreciate you being here tonight, man.
Of course.
So first and foremost, introduce yourself, your background skateboarding, kind of how you got interested in creating this club, and where you see it going from here.
Right. Well, I'm Daniel Munhoz. I am the president of UCF Skateboarding. I'm a senior at UCF at the College of Business. Basically, I've just always had a really big passion for skateboarding. I got into it when I was about like 16 years old. When I moved to, I was from Florida originally, but I moved to New Jersey when I was like 15, 16.
Jersey.
I like super into it then. It gave me just a resource to meet people and make friends and stuff like that. And before that, I didn't really have much of a social life.
Gotcha. So
that was what skateboarding gave me a lot towards my development as a young man. And I felt as I got older, I realized wow, this shit could really benefit other people. But sometimes people are intimidated of skateboarding, or they don't feel like they're good enough, or whatever. They don't feel like they fit into it. So they kind of don't really get into it. But I feel if a lot more people did, it would really benefit them in many ways, many facets of their life. So when I went back to college, when I was 26, 27, I just I noticed that there was already a skateboarding club, but it wasn't really marketed that well. It was just it was that club that I run, it had maybe 50 followers on Instagram when I first started running it. But I realized if I just revamped it and just marketed it way better than it was being marketed, and just got more students involved into it, I figured it would probably grow, because just from me being obsessed with skateboarding so long, I learned that it was going to be in the Olympics in 2020. So it was basically building up to this for years up until that point, because I knew once it was going to hit the Olympics, by the time I graduated college, the club would probably explode. But it needs to have that build and brand development before
grassroots.
So
for sure.
So that's why it's gotten a lot more noticeable and popular, is because of that.
Nice. Yeah, I do want to talk about the Olympics, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So you said there already was a UCF skate club before you took over?
Yeah, UCF skateboarding's been around since 2003. If you really if you dig deep into the web, you'll find documentation of UCF skateboarding on YouTube. Some random guy on YouTube had the UCF skateboarding club going on, but I think it was just him and his little group of homies, and then that was it. You know what I mean? It wasn't as big as it is now, where it's all these students come.
Yeah, I've seen the clips that you guys post are fucking sick. You got everything set up on Memory Mall, and they just let you skate out there now?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of shit that happened for that to happen. You know what I mean? When I was first getting the club more well known and stuff like that, it was already gaining popularity when I was starting to run it. So we would have more people come to meets and stuff like that, and then UCF didn't know what the fuck to do about it, so they're oh, let's just up the policing. So they up the policing, but the cops were doing really sketchy shit, super sketchy shit, and
to stop you guys from skating.
Yeah, but and I'm older. I was I'm when I first started doing that, I was 27, 28 years old. You know what I mean? When I first started doing it, so I noticed these cops were just really abusing their authority and their ability to enforce the law.
Sounds about
and
right.
But most of these kids are 18, 19, 20 years old, and they don't fucking know any better. You know what I mean?
They're little
fresh
kids.
out of high school, they don't fucking know that motherfuckers lie about shit, even though they're cops. So I just kept realizing they kept turning their body cameras off and shit when they would approach us, and they would tell us to ID all of ourselves, even when people weren't. I was sitting on a bench one time, and this guy was telling me to ID myself. I'm I'm just sitting on a bench. You can't make me ID myself.
I'm a student, sir.
But I was you gotta leave me alone. That just started happening a lot, and then it got to the point where they arrested me at one point on campus for skateboarding.
For skating.
Yeah, for skating. I was it was the same cop over and over again. When he arrested me, he turned his body camera off. He fucking shoved his pepper spray in my face when I was already handcuffed. So he was gonna beat the shit out of me and smash my face into the fucking pavement, all this shit. And then they threw me in jail. And then everybody that knew about my club they basically all like told everybody about it, and like, everyone in the school like just started saying shit, and then everyone like got together and made bail money for me and bailed me out of jail. And after that, like a shit ton of people started like calling, like filing complaints on the, because after this happened, like that's like right before the George Floyd stuff happened, and like once the George Floyd stuff happened,
I was gonna ask, like,
more
when
people
was
started
this?
being like, yeah, let's call these motherfuckers out more often for shit, and then it
Yeah,
started like
bro.
it just started
Especially
like
to
snowballing
students.
after that, and then like after that, UCF police was like, whoa, let's just like stop fucking with these people. So if it wasn't for all that shit happening, like I really don't think it would be how it is today. Like now, like because it's like they realize there's no really reason to bother us if we're just like in a like area where it's like open and we can just like skate flat ground. Like there's no reason to like fuck with people if you're doing that.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. So like once that like became kind of like the norm at UCF, like I just started establishing like the arena just being like the go-to place for us to skate, because like you can't really like go anywhere else. And like because it's so open and stuff like that, it just really, it's not really that big. It's always empty anyways. Like so it's not really a big deal to just have like some meets there like every Tuesday. And like if
Set up
anything
some
like that
rails and
helps,
shit.
that like that actually benefits the police, because like now like all these people are just in this one fucking
Congregated
area
in
and
one,
not
yeah.
like vandalizing everything else at UCF. Like that
Yeah.
actually helps them more than it hurts
That's a
them.
good
So
way to look at it.
it's like that's, it's true. Like it literally prevents, like, I mean, people still gonna skate the fucking streets of UCF regardless. Like I'm not gonna like bullshit and say like I fucking do that shit too. I'll skate the fucking stairs and the rails and shit. Like,
Oh, of course.
you know, it is what it is. But like less people will do that, and less people will get like hurt like doing that if you have like those skate meets. So
Yeah.
it
No,
just like it just benefits the sport and the school like a lot better. And now it's like now every meet we have, like it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like it's ridiculous. Like last meet we had yesterday was like I never seen that high of a turnout since like COVID hit. So
how many
like,
people do you think?
Yeah.
Approximately.
Wait, what?
How many people approximately do you think came out to the last one?
Shit, like probably like 40, something like that. Like
Nice. And
it
how long
amount.
are you guys like allotted a certain amount of time that you're allowed to skate out there, or
No, it's just
that?
like we skate there till we're tired and like want to leave. You know, like
That's awesome.
I've been out there like 2:00 in the morning one time, just like by myself skating. No one's gonna say shit to me. You know
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
that's
well,
awesome.
I mean, like I caught my roll up, but like I'll just ID myself like I'm a student. He'll be like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, I can't sleep, dude. Fuck off.
like, yeah, I'm trying to study. I can't sleep. Get out of my face.
No, yeah, because I mean, I used to skate around campus all the time. It's been a couple years, you know what I mean? I graduated in 2013, I think. But we used to, you know, fucking bomb the garages. We'd skate all around campus and all that shit. But
Yeah,
it's been a while, and it definitely wasn't to the extent that you guys are doing it out there, you know, quantity wise. So when I saw the clips on your guys' Instagram page, I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome.
yeah, like I think it's because like now it's also like a more widely accepted sport. Like going back to I keep going back to the Olympics, but it's true. Like ever since it's become like an Olympic sport, like and also since like COVID, like because when everyone was quarantined, a lot of people started getting to rollerblading and skateboarding.
Yeah.
That's why we had like shortages throughout the whole entire country with skate shops, because so many people were buying boards because there was nothing else to fucking do because you're locked in your house.
It's like a individualistic sport, you know what I mean? You can just fucking get your shit and go out, and you know, it makes sense. But yeah, I definitely noticed that as well. I see the Brazil flag behind you. Were you rooting for Team Brazil for skating?
Of course, I mean my family's from Brazil and all that kind of shit. But like, I mean, I knew Japan was gonna dominate because I follow like the contest circuit really well. Like, Japanese women's they always dominate in women's.
Yeah, they crushed it.
Like Brazilian women's, like they do pretty well, but like Japanese way better. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was the final three, wasn't it? Two little Japanese girls, and wasn't the third one Brazilian, or no?
Yeah, it was I think like Momiji was like the one that won gold, and then Reza won silver, and I think Funa, like that like Japanese girl with like really long hair, like really small little girl, she got third, I think.
Nice. Yeah, one of my favorite skaters is Felipe Gustavo on the Brazilian team. He's fucking nice. I just like his style. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's underrated, man. Like they scored him so low on stuff when I watched the contest. I mean, he's stupid good. He's like,
well, I think I was talking to somebody about this. I feel like at least for that street portion with Felipe, Nija, and everybody, and those girls that we were talking about, I feel like you almost have to be a skater to appreciate that shit. Because I was talking to people who don't skate, and it was the general consensus seemed to be like they thought it was boring. They're like, these tricks look so fucking easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess they're just used to like Tony Hawk Pro Skater and shit like that. I was just like, dude, this stuff is really fucking hard.
Yeah, I heard some people say, like, if there's professionals, how come they keep falling? I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
you have no idea. You have no
Yeah.
idea how hard it is to do shit like that.
Exactly. Well, and you know, Instagram is basically highlight reel, so they
Exactly.
think people just land every
you
trick.
only film your W's, not your L's on Instagram.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah. I was kind of thrown off by that. I was not expecting that response from, but it seemed to be mainly non-skaters. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it kind of
like
makes
a lot
sense.
of non-skaters are into it too. I work at like a place where people are into sports. People are talking to me about it. They don't even like skating and shit. I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I know a couple people.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. I feel like it comes and goes. It was like huge in the 90s, and then it was kind of fucking considered lame for a little while. And now I feel like it's definitely coming back to mainstream popularity.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, it's been slowly progressing, but I mean, I'm hyped on it, to be honest with you. Like, some people are like, kind of like, oh, it's fucking mainstream now. This is bullshit. It sucks. And like, I mean, I fuck with it.
I mean, yeah, they got to make money, right?
Yeah, exactly. You got to pay these people are so underpaid as it is. Like, they need all the fucking covers they can get.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right. Well, I got this little thing that I like to do just to let the listeners get to know you a little bit better. Just rapid fire. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna name 2 things, and you just got to pick one.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Left or right?
Right.
Day or night?
Night.
Sweet or salty?
Salty.
Tacos or burgers?
Tacos.
Fruit or vegetables?
Let's say fruit.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Booze or buds?
I say buds.
Buds. Indica or sativa?
Sativa.
All right. Hip hop or classic rock?
Shit, that's hard. Hip hop.
Okay. Reggae or dance hall?
Reggae.
Beatles or the Stones?
Stones.
Word. Rest in peace, Charlie Watts.
No.
Bob Marley or Beanie Man?
Bob Marley.
Word. Tupac or Biggie?
Oh, Biggie.
Okay. TV or movie?
You said TV or movie?
TV or movie?
Movie.
Book or audiobook?
Audiobook.
Goofy or regular?
Regular.
All right. Kick flip or heel flip?
Heel flip. All day.
Hey, okay. Fly or teleport?
Ooh. Fly.
Bet. Shakira or J-Lo?
J-Lo.
Hey, now. Ninja Turtles or Power Rangers?
Ninja Turtles.
Nice. Podcasts or radio?
Podcast.
Just a couple more. Salsa or guacamole?
Salsa.
Nice. Pitbull or Daddy Yankee?
Pitbull.
Nas or Hove?
Nas.
And then Apple or Android?
I just switched from Apple to Android too.
Oh, yeah?
Or I'm sorry, Android to Apple. I had a fucking Android for the longest fucking time. I just got like iPhone. I guess I'll say Apple because I just switched.
Yeah, you got to be Team Apple now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like I was refraining from that for the longest time, but I had to cave in.
Finally broke. No, I feel you. I made that transition a few years back, and I haven't looked back. All right. Well, yeah, that was the end of the rapid fire. Appreciate you participating.
Yeah.
So I had a couple questions. Obviously, being a skateboarder, you said you skate regular. Do you have like a favorite trick, a go-to trick, or anything like that?
Oh, of course, inward heel flip.
Heel flip. Oh, nice.
Inward heel flip.
Oh, inward heel.
Yeah, that's my favorite trick.
Okay, very nice. For those who don't know, let's try to explain this to people who don't skateboard. An inward heel flip is basically a heel flip mixed with a frontside shove it, right?
A backside shove it. Yeah.
Backside shove it. Okay.
Yeah. So like the fucking like the board fucking does that.
There you go.
And fucking I guess that's the best way I can explain it.
No, yeah. Good job. Nice. Inward heel. Okay. Do you have a favorite skater or like people who influence you, you know, coming up when you started?
Yeah, fucking I'd probably say Antoine Dixon was probably like my Antoine Dixon and John Cardiel are like my two favorites because like
nice.
And Dustin Dolan too. Just because like all like for Baker. Different reasons. Like I like Antoine because like his style, just the way he like he's so stylish.
Yeah, the
like,
little like, laid back.
He's always chilling when he landed shit. I'm like, oh, he looks so steezy when he skate. Like I wish I could look like that. And like John Cardiel, because he was just buck. Like he would just do big ass shit. He would do some big ass shit. And I was like, damn, I wish I could just send it like that motherfucker. And then Dustin Dolan, because like I would always like whenever I go skate, I would watch this compilation of him just eating shit, like from skating Baker 3 back in the day.
Yeah.
And it's just him just eating shit all the time and he's just getting right back up, like, I'll do it again.
Yeah, whatever. Keep going.
Shit. Like he's like this dude's an animal. Like I want to like be able to be tough like that fucking guy. But and then like I guess like what like inspired me to do like business and stuff was like Mark Matthews from Underground Skate Shop. When I lived in New Jersey, he got me into like the whole business aspect of skating, and that's one. Like that's what always like stuck in my head when I went back to school and shit is I want to do something related to
that. Something to do with skateboarding, like opening a shop or something. Yeah, like some business
stuff related with skateboarding. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I mean, now that you got the club too, you got a nice, you know, you got a nice following. You got a nice group of people, community of people who would probably support anything that you do. So that's
I mean, like that's nice and all. It's just I did this club shit more for like the community and shit, and just for it to be a resource. You know what I mean? Because before, like they didn't have like that fucking connection where they could meet people, and now they do. So like a lot more people are like making friends with people that they like wouldn't have made friends with and shit. And now they like immediately when you go to college, you can make skate homies. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people that skate that go to college, like that's why a lot of people like skate don't really go to college. They don't really have like homies and shit that they can really like vibe with and shit like that. But with the skate club, you fucking meet people immediately. Like, oh shit, these people skate too. Like we're fucking immediately homies. Let's fucking hang out and shit.
Yeah, I mean, you said that it exists. I definitely don't remember hearing about that, but that's probably...
it was low key. That it was such like a small fucking thing. Like they're fucking skateboarders. They're not gonna fucking market the shit. You know what I mean? They're not gonna like table events and you know what I mean? Like I was like the first one to do that because like I'm obsessed with marketing and shit like that. But like most skateboarders, like they're not gonna fucking put in the effort to do that.
Yeah, I mean that is true.
Like the bottom line, like that's the truth. I hope like after I graduate, like someone can like help like keep it going with the like social media and shit like that. But like I don't know. Like it's a lot of work. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like you have to put a lot of attention to it.
Well, so is it like only students, or you got staff that have joined too, or?
I've had like some like staffers like join like come to skate meets before that, like and just like skate around and stuff like that. Like sometimes we'll have like random like I've had like Valencia students come out and like just fucking skate with us. I'm like, okay, fine, I don't give a shit. Like if you like to skate and you go to school, like why wouldn't I fucking skate with you?
Yeah.
So just like anyone can really just pull up to the skate meet and just skate with us. There's not really any like boundaries. I don't enforce anything.
True. No, yeah, I mean, I guess I was just asking because I have a couple friends who are professors and shit at college now, and I'm sure none that I can think of off the top of my head actually skate, but if they were to skate, just to like walk out after teaching a class,
that'd be sick. Like seeing one of my professors in the skate meet, like, yo, look good.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be tight. Now you said you had to go through certain channels and stuff to get this club kind of to where it's at now. Did you guys have to get like, you didn't have to get like city permits or anything like that, right?
No, hell no. I just had to like, I just had to register that like as an RSO, like an official UCF club, because I don't think it was ever like registered as like an official UCF club. So I had to do all that. I had to do all the paperwork for that. I had to get all these signatures, get the certification. I had to wait like 6 months to get cleared for certification. Once I did that, I was like, because once I knew I got that down, I could market the club, because once you're an official club, you can start doing table events. And that's when you see, like, I mean, you used to go to UCF, you never like, well, I remember walking around the student union, all those tables with those random like organizations and stuff like that. Like you can't do that unless you're registered. So once I got that done, I just had the table set up, and I would just, I'm so used to marketing and sales. I've done it my whole entire life. I would just set the table up, with the skate club sign on, and I would just literally just walk up to random people. Like, yo, what's good? You like skate?
You skate?
Like every single person. Like anyone with a skateboard, you fucking like skate? Like
Yeah.
Go skate.
Definitely
like,
you look for the shoes, right? The
yeah,
worn
but like I
down
look at
part
the
of
shoe or like the boards. If you walk around the board, like
yeah,
you fucking skating, obviously you have a fucking board. So like
yeah,
it's so easy for me. For like if you're like a Republican club, you can't just like look at someone and like say they're like a Republican or like a Democrat or whatever the fuck, or like, you know,
culinary
or you like
club.
I don't know, you like Taekwondo, like you're not gonna like notice that if you just see somebody walking. But with a skateboard, it's fucking I know right away. Like it's fucking, and I have that immediate connection, and I can just like I can just talk to every single person I see with a skateboard, and that's how I grew the club.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is a good point, because when I was going there, that was definitely my main mode of transportation. When I was living on campus, obviously, it took me everywhere. And then even when I would drive to campus, I would just keep my board in my truck. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Park wherever the fuck I was parking and scoot on down the campus.
Exactly.
That's tight though, man. What else did I want to ask you? So we mentioned skating at Memory Mall, bringing the rails and stuff. Is that a designated spot that you got? Did you pick that spot, or they said you have to stay here?
No, then like I just like chose that spot because like I've skated all around campus, and like anywhere else I'd skate, the police would bother us. But like that spot, for some reason, like
it's just nice
because it's so open.
Because
it's so open, like you can't like they just don't really have much of a reason to bother us skating there. So that's why like I just like made it that spot. Other people are like, why don't we just go with this other spot? I'm like, cause then the cops will come, and then fucking it gets annoying, and I don't want to
that is true. But I mean, I see you guys bringing out the little circle rails. You got like kicker ramps and shit.
Yeah, like just to help people learn and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just, like that's all people really need. Like is because like I said, like I lived in New Jersey when I first started skating, so I lived like I was like a subway ride right away to New York City. So I would see like
North Jersey.
Yeah, North Jersey. So like I saw Tompkins Square Park a lot, and I would go to 12th and A lot, and those are both just like empty, just flat ground spots that just became skate spots. Sure. You know what I mean? Like Tompkins Square Park is literally, it was, well, now they put like shit there, but like for the longest time, it was just an empty ass basketball court with really nice flat ground. It was really nice, and people would just sesh there. I see people sesh there for like 5 hours, like all fucking day, just skate Tompkins Square Park. Yeah, like they're having a blast, and I like realized like you can literally make any place Tompkins Square Park, like any fucking open area that's got smooth pavement. You can like have skate meets anywhere that has that.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're 100% right. I was actually just out in Barcelona, and you heard of MACBA out there?
Hell yeah, I know MACBA.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what that is, just a flat, super smooth, buttery area. They got a couple of those ledges and stuff. But I saw in one of the clips at Memory Mall, it looked like one of the ledges was super waxed up. I guess that is one of the things that led me to that question. Like they're not giving you guys flack about, you know, waxing up shit and stuff like that.
No, like
vandalizing surfaces.
When I like a couple of years ago when we first started doing this, like they would sometimes have like, oh my, it was so funny. Like the people that work in the Edition Arena, they'd have their little stupid ass fucking Edition Arena like polos on, like walked up with all fucking like mean mug, like I'm gonna call police on you. You're vandalizing. I'm like, okay, bro, and I would just like skate away, and the cops would come like, where are they? Like, I don't fucking know. I would just come right back, and then they would just, and I would just like I repeat that. I was like, you call the police, or I'm leaving, and then I would come right back, and they were like, fuck, like you can't do anything. You like get rid of this motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, like, just fuck off, just fuck off. Like I'm not even bothering anybody. And they're like this. I just had to keep like making them realize that all this shit they were doing is like stupid and a waste of fucking time, and like. I feel like after like me being really annoying about it for like 2 or 3 years, they were like, fine, like, all right, just fucking.
We'll leave it alone. Yeah.
Just leave it the fuck alone.
True. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm glad they decided to do that. You know what I mean? So it sounds like it was kind of originally a word of mouth thing, but now that you registered it as an RSO, you can do marketing. And I mean, do you guys set up tables and do all that stuff?
Yeah, like I did it like 2 weeks ago when school first started. We like I rolled up, I just fucking had my table sign and shit, and I just started talking to people. Yeah, it's really easy to grow your social media presence by doing that, and like your presence on campus in general, just talking to a shit ton of random people.
I'm sure. Well, especially, I mean, it sounds like you're kind of closer to my age. I'm 30.
I'm also 30.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of freshmen and stuff like that are definitely living like that social media life. So they probably fucking blow that shit
Yeah,
up quick.
exactly. But like also like you really like I realize like a lot of like younger people like they don't have that, they've never had that many genuine connections with people. So like when you have like
True.
a genuine connection with them, like it like resonates with them more and it makes them more hyped to like show up to your shit. Because like, oh
Yeah.
wow, this person like actually like talked to me face to face and got me hyped on this shit. And I'm down to go to this.
Well, especially when they literally just graduated high school virtually. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's a
Yeah,
whole
exactly.
different
Like
generation right
isolated
now.
as fuck. Like shit, I want to meet new
Yeah.
people. Like
Yeah, for sure. But no, I mean that makes sense, and that's definitely good. That I mean, how is I haven't talked to any UCF students that are going on campus in a while. Like, how is it on campus with COVID and everything? It's open right now. Everything's
it's just like it's kind of like laissez-faire kind of thing. Like people, if you want to wear your shit, you can wear your shit. If you don't want to wear your mask, you don't have to wear your mask. Just,
true.
people just do whatever the fuck they want. Like
That's fair.
they like say it's highly like encouraged. And it's like if I don't
So
have to
many
wear my
people, it
mask,
would be so hard to regulate.
yeah, no, if I don't have to and like you can't really regulate it, I'm sorry. Like there's gonna be times I'm not gonna have my shit on. Like
Yeah, yeah.
so
I mean,
like it's calmed down. Even my classroom is like a lot of my like I feel like it's also different depending on your fields because like a lot of my friends are like in engineering and in the sciences and like I feel like most of their classrooms like everyone's like has a mask on, but I'm in the College of Business. I feel like half the people have their mask on, half the people don't have their mask on.
yeah. I mean, we're also in Florida, so
Exactly. So people just don't give a shit.
Now have you guys what's that fucking skate shop that is not across the street from campus, but like right up University a little bit?
Oh, you're talking about Catalyst?
Yeah, is that still there?
Yeah. Yeah, they actually just moved. They're on like the same street. They just moved closer up the street to UCF now. Like they just did that like this summertime. Like where the Bar Louie is, like right in front of campus. Like it's in that like same area. So now it's like even closer to campus than it used to be, which is good for them.
Yeah, that's dope. Do you guys like do any networking or any events with them, or you kind of just do the weekly meetups?
Are you talking about the skate shop, or are you talking about with like the students?
With the skate shop or any local like skate parks. I don't know if you go to OPS or anything like that.
Oh yeah,
OSP.
What you call it? Like they've helped us market our club when I was first trying to get known in the city and stuff like that. I just would like go up to their. I went to every single shop, like Plus, Galactic, and like Catalyst, and just told them like, hey, like I got the skate club at UCF. Like I got some flyers here. I got like a shit ton of stickers you can just give to people. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I would just like give them products just for them to promote and like for free, and like they would just like do it for free. They were hyped on it. And they're like, oh hell yeah, fucking skateboarding club here, like fucking was promoted. And that's like like they basically helped me like just like grow the brand presence of the club like around the whole entire community. But like I actually have been talking to the guy who runs True Blend Skateboards. It's like a local skateboard company around here. I think he wants to like do some kind of pop-up event at a skate meet. So like I guess people maybe keep their eyes peeled for that. We might have something like that where he might like I don't know, have like a product process or something like that. Actually, Galactic also did they did pull up to one of our skate meets one time and they just like they were giving out free boards and like free shirts and stuff like that to people. Nice. So that was cool. And like I think plus also like they had their like pros come out one day, like just off completely randomly. Like the pros were just skating at the skate meet. I was like, oh shit. These are like legit pro skateboarders, like just killing it. I'm like, it's so much better than me. This is crazy.
No, yeah. I mean, like I'd skate and I feel like I think like a skater because I grew up skating, but yeah, I'm not good by any means. I could do a couple little tricks, you know what I mean? I could stand up and like do my thing, but
yeah, exactly.
I actually bumped into fucking what's his name, Evan Smith at Publix one day. I was just like,
did you? Shit. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, Evan.
I was like, this dude looks mad familiar. Oh shit.
Yeah, he's tall as shit.
Yeah, I'm about 6'2", and I think he was at least an inch or two taller than me. I was just like,
yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Evan Smith.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was really all the questions I had for you, man. I saw you guys have the T-shirts. If you could definitely like send me a link, I'll put it under the video. So, people
can I got you. Yeah. Like if you guys want to like get a UCF skateboarding T-shirt, it's at bit.ly/UCFSB, capital S and B. I guess like link in the description or wherever the hell.
Yeah.
But I don't got really much else. So like, I just like, I mean, I just want to know about like more about your podcast. So like, this is like, how long you been doing this for?
So actually, I think it was August 14th was the 1 year anniversary
Oh, sick.
of this official podcast. I've tried to do it a couple times. I doubt you've heard just because like I literally just reached out to you last week, but
Yeah.
in the earlier episodes, I talk about how I've tried to do this shit, bro, probably 2, 3, 4 different times. And this time it's just finally stuck. You know, I got this stuff in my place here so I can just do it all in the crib. And then obviously with the pandemic, kind of like we said about skating earlier, you know, I make music too, but the pandemic kind of forced me to just think outside the box, start doing other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I was also getting into podcasts, but like it was just me and my friend just fucking around, like talking in like our closet, like just to, like make the sound better and stuff like that. We'd be like all crouched in the closet, just talking in like the microphones and shit like that. But like, yeah, I've always wanted to have like a setup like what you have, like with soundboard and shit like that. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, actually, I haven't hit any sound effects the whole time.
It's all good.
But yeah, I mean, exactly. Like I had bought all this fucking equipment mainly for the music shit, and I was like, well, I would like to use this for something else. And the interest in podcasts, it kind of just formulated. But I mean, like you said, most times if I'm not talking to someone like you on Zoom or I have people come in, you know, come and chill too, I'm just literally sitting here by myself talking shit like a crazy person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can't imagine doing a podcast by myself. Like I would need someone else to like stimulate me so I could like go back and forth and shit like that.
Yeah, it's not easy. And sometimes I wonder, you know, how good of a job I'm doing, but at the same time, like it keeps me busy. It's just something else I can do that's like in a creative space, you know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of turned into like not a TV show necessarily, but it's kind of formulated into a show of sorts, like a music section. I got like
Yeah.
little, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, man. It kind of just happened.
Well, just keep at it, man. Like just keep growing your like your brand and your podcast. I'm sure you'll have a lot more people on it and stuff like that. And like I'm
No, yeah.
looking forward to like how like what becomes of it, you know?
Nah, I appreciate it, dude. But yeah, and that's why, like, you know, I literally, like I said, I just stumbled upon your guys' shit on Instagram. And being that I went to UCF, I still live here in Orlando and I still skate, you know, I was like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna reach out to this club and see what's up. You know what I mean? Try to promote the alma mater, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm here for it all, man.
It's awesome, dude.
But yeah, like I said, anything you want to shout out or anything before we get out of here?
Just shout out to College of Business, shout out UCF Skateboarding, shout out to
Yeah,
my
go
boy
Knights.
Julian, my homie Mariah, my homie Santo, my homie Timmy. We out here.
Hell
Love
yeah.
y'all.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I got a little outro phrase that we say here at the kPodcast for episode, what was this? 56. Everybody out there, appreciate you guys checking in. Stay safe, stay sexy, stay smart, and stay motherfucking tuned. I appreciate you, Dan. I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
Stay easy, buddy.
Peace.